Welcome to I Heart Geek.
And welcome to another episode of I Heart Geek. Who let the dogs out?
See, I miss Kaj right now.
I really do.
Because he'd have jumped on that animal cue. He'd have jumped on that animal cue like...
Oh, he would have been doing like 7 different animals at the same time.
I don't want to jump on an animal queue.
That's sad. You should. You'd be a happier person if you did.
Poo.
Poo? Well, Pooh is definitely an animal too.
That's why it would be in the animal
He's
queue.
a toy.
Oh, shut up.
Get out of here.
You are, you know
nothing.
you are trying to take
You know
over
nothing of his work.
You are starting to take over the curmudgeon spot from Jason. Jason,
That's right.
Oldest
you're no more.
Well,
You're a curmudgeon no more.
I vacated,
Lies.
I
call you curmudgeon.
I vacated it to Winchester quite
he
a
was
long time
cranky.
ago.
But you know he hasn't been on in a while, so kind of just like floats back.
Let's get me and Winchester in a room together.
Oh God. Yeah, I'd
That
feel
is
like
a bad idea.
it'd feel like Eeyore at the end of that one. You're like, oh, nobody loves me.
Speaking of Winchester, in the next upcoming Recorded Deconstruction podcast drop, Chris Winchester in the next 2 is our special guest.
Outstanding.
Awesome.
Yeah, and you should be subscribed to that if you're not already.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I was just listening to your episode today, actually, your Last of the Aerosmith.
Oh,
ones.
cool.
Good episode.
Yeah, thank you. It was It's a fun podcast. Not quite as family friendly as this one, but
Absolutely
but still
not.
a fun podcast.
Don't listen to it with your kids.
Yeah, it's not a kids show.
Okay, I Heart Geek today is brought to you by the Rosetta Stone, now with learning to speak dog. And you will be able to understand when Timmy is trapped in the well.
Didn't I show you just a moment ago that I spoke dog just fine?
But I didn't understand your dog.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem.
So it's the learning dog.
It was
learning
learning
to
dog.
understand dog.
Yes, exactly.
Not speaking. Bless you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Are you allergic to
freezing.
fur or something from
I'm just
all the
really
animals around here?
cold.
We're talking famous animals today. If you guys didn't
Famous
catch all
animals.
these cues. Yeah, we're talking Benji and we're talking
Lassie.
Rin Tin Tin and Lassie.
It's a lot of
Mr. Ed.
A lot of dogs. in this one.
Well, famous dogs and horses, but also going into the
Garfield.
sort of the imaginary realm of animals as well.
Oh, we got quite a few of those.
So
we're
many
gonna hit, too.
dragons.
So many dragons. Life is good. Okay, and I'm Dub, and I'm your producer.
I'm Miss Geeky Page. I'm the Instagram girl and the person that just sneezed really, really big.
Wow.
Yep.
And what is the name of your favorite dog?
Chaplin. Yeah.
Mine's Loki, by the way.
Yes.
My name is Blyze, and I'm the YouTube guy. And as of late, I've been kind of the engineering guy. I've got some projects in the work for all you geeks out there, and I'm hoping we can get them out to you shortly.
Liza's
Lots
a
of
big
stuff.
old dork.
And we appreciate it because he makes the show so much better because of it. And what is your favorite dog, sir?
My favorite dogs, I'll get in trouble if I don't mention them both, are...
Do they listen?
They do listen.
Chaplin does.
Every week.
Aw.
Rocky and Amora.
That's our demographic, is Blythe and his dogs.
Yep.
And
Nice.
Chaplin listens. He can't figure out why Mommy's in the box, though.
I am PB&Jason. I am Jack of all trades geek, wizened old geek. Occasionally I do commercials on YouTube and YouTube specials, and I'm always on the show almost all the time.
Almost all the time.
And yeah, that's me. Everybody knows me by now.
And your favorite dog? Or pet?
Okay, so I love my dog that I have now. Her name's Nala, and she's a great dog. But I have to be honest, my all-time favorite dog was the one that I had for about 15 years that is no longer with us, and that was my golden retriever mix Amigo. He was the absolute best dog I ever had.
And you look like you're about to start crying, so let's change the subject
no. He was
quickly.
just, my memories of him are all good. And
Yeah.
it's just, as I said, I love my dog I have now, but he was something else.
Well, everybody's got that one dog. It's just fantastic.
Yep.
So before we go on to our show itself, Christmas is coming, and Courtney, what do you want to tell us about what's going on? Well, holidays. I'm supposed to say it's not here yet.
It's not here.
It's getting there though.
I'm going to sing it whether you stop me or not.
This is why we have the edit button.
Oh, darn it. So, since Christmas is coming, there might be some need to go do some Christmas shopping. And I feel like we have some stuff on Redbubble that you might need for your Christmas tree.
What sort of stuff do we have on Redbubble that we might need for
Right.
Christmas?
Do we have, how many products now do we have on there?
We've got about 64 products
That's
with
right.
3 different designs
Nice.
for all of you geeks and nerds and everything in between
That's-
out there.
That's a lot.
That's a
You
lot.
can get something for yourself. You can get something for everybody on your Christmas list
And you should.
or your holiday list. Do it.
But what sort of things can we get?
We've got clocks and cups and mugs,
Shower
and
curtains.
T-shirts,
and
shower
leggings
curtains,
and
leggings.
shirts.
and phone
and
cases.
phone cases, which I
and
have.
Stickers.
And
Stickers,
speaking of
water
shirts,
bottles.
speaking of shirts, we have all sorts of shirts like
Mm-hmm.
the slim fit tees and the classic tees and the hoodies and the all sorts
The
of
zip
stuff.
up hoodies and the
There is honestly
sweaters.
something for everybody on our Redbubble store. And don't forget, you can also use the link if you're doing your Amazon shopping like
Everyone,
does.
you're going to.
Yeah, because it's like Disney Plus. Disney owns your soul, so does Amazon. Just admit it. If you use the special link, which we have up on our website, and we also have it on Facebook.
And on the description of this show, wherever you're listening to it, you have a link to it.
what Dub said. And then we'll also have it on, we'll pop it up on Instagram and Twitter. If you click on that, it takes you right into Amazon like normal. You do your shopping as normal, but we get a small percentage
Very, very
of your
small, but
price.
it's nice. It helps to run the show.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't think we're it's not so we can all go out and buy cool tricked out Batmobiles. It helps us keep the show running.
Maybe if
so.
they're Matchbox.
Yeah, maybe.
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 Even
If you
that's
buy a
stretch.
TV, we might be able to buy a
We
Matchbox.
might be able to buy a Batmobile truck. But other than that, so
But
yeah.
every little bit does help, and we really appreciate if you guys can use these type of things. Just real kind of a
Please.
yeah, and to say it's no hassle off you. It doesn't cost you anything. This is just something that really helps out the show.
Yeah. Main thing is that-
we give you a lot of entertainment every week. Just help us out a little bit.
Yeah, main thing, we can do better shows, better things. We can expand our horizons in what we can bring you. If you enjoy what we do, those
Which I
little
hope you do by now.
Yeah, those little contributions can make it even more enjoyable.
And get
Yep.
ready for Patreon. We'll be unleashing that pretty soon too. More details
With
for
the new
that
year.
to come.
Yeah.
And after that fantastic bit of capitalist commerce we have for you, now we get to do something that has absolutely no intrinsic value. We have a game show.
Here's a generic game show for you.
Yeah, guys, we got a game show all about the amazing animals that have entertained us throughout all of our lives.
Yeah,
Worst game show
This is another brutal,
ever.
brutal episode in
We
game
did Punisher
showing.
last time, and it wasn't this brutal. I'm just saying.
No, get out of here. Y'all are crazy.
Somebody got 6 points on the Punisher episode. I'm just saying.
You gave one 5-point total question. All right,
That's
guys.
the only reason I got those ones.
So,
That in your notes. Oh, sorry.
all right, guys. Question number 1. What is the name of the mini horse in the hit TV show Parks and Rec? We'll start with Jason.
I wrote horse with a small h.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect.
Okay.
I wrote a Horsey McHorse.
That is incorrect.
Herman.
That is incorrect as well. The name was Little Sebastian.
Oh,
Little Sebastian.
Okay.
I would not have known that.
I don't watch Parks and Rec, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's my problem too.
Question 2. What is the name of Charlotte's pig friend in the book or movie Charlotte's Web?
That would be Wilbur.
That is, in fact, Wilbur.
He is some pig.
Piggy McPigpig. I could not remember it.
That'll not do, pig.
Wilbur.
That is correct. All right, Courtney and Jason on the board.
Yay!
Who created the character Lassie?
John Lassie.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Lassie's mom and dad.
That is incorrect.
That's true, though.
Biologically, but not literally.
Tim
Well,
Burton.
actually, literally.
Tim Burton is correct. Yes! No, it's not. Not at all.
Oh wait, that was Frankenweenie.
It was the Goonies.
Ugh.
They never die.
It was the
you know.
never-ending story.
It was Eric Knight.
Oh,
yeah, that
Eric
guy.
Knight.
that guy.
That
Creator
guy.
of Lassie.
Eric
Oh, I'm
Knight.
kicking myself now. I should have known that.
Eric Knight, come home.
What? Eric Knight's in the well?
What show features Pete or Petey,
Petey,
the pup?
the Little Rascals.
Correct.
The alfalfa and buckwheat show called The Little Rascals.
Correct.
He-Man
Spanky.
Woman Haters Club. Little Rascals.
Correct. Bonus point for anyone who can say what the other name for that show was called.
Our gang.
Our
gang.
gang.
Oh, bonus for everyone.
We're old.
None of us, let's be honest, none of us watched that in the original. They're all like dead by now.
Oh, I watched the rerun.
I watched the reruns,
Yeah.
but nobody watched. Wow, you're really trying to overdate us on this one. I know.
Yeah. We didn't see the first incarnation because we're not that old.
What world is Howard the Duck from?
Ducktopia.
Incorrect.
Mallardopolis.
Mallard off of
Anadipur.
You're on the right track.
Duck Earth.
On the right track.
Ducklandia number 5. It's right past Saturn.
Incorrect. It's Duck World.
I think you should give it to me.
What?
Duck
No.
World.
I'll give you
Why?
nothing.
I had Ducktopia.
Which
All right.
But I have the
technically
least
means-
amount of points today. I need a point to feel better about myself.
Do you not have any points?
I have 1.
Oh.
No, 2.
No, he's got 2.
2.
Yeah.
Because of the bonus.
And actually, it's
Are we not tied?
It's a tie.
Oh, wow.
Being the two smartest people at the table. Tied.
Jason
And
and
then
Courtney
you.
tied with 3
no.
points each out of
3
5.
points each.
So not bad.
I thought we were all tied.
Hey,
No,
I
3 out
knew
of
that.
6.
I knew who directed Nightmare Before
Tiebreaker
Christmas.
question.
Oh,
What
I
were
don't
the
really
2
care.
animals featured in Into the Spider-Verse?
the 2 animals featured in Into the
I know-
Spider-Verse.
I know one.
Oh gosh, wait a second. Let me think for a second because this is a surprise question.
Mr. Cotter.
I know this. I wish we were on video right now.
Man,
This is great
I'm
stuff I'm
blanking.
throwing out
I'm
right now.
blanking.
Do you have one of them?
I don't. I'm trying to think through it. I don't
I do.
recall.
Can I please answer?
Oh wait. No, the pig, Spider Pig.
You
Incorrect.
gave him that.
I did give him that.
Oh, I was going to say pig. Pig and a dog. Because I know
What's
there's
his
a dog
name?
there.
Give me his
Spider
name.
Ham.
Spider-Ham. Jason's the winner.
What's
I was
the
gonna
name?
say-
What's his
Yeah,
his
but
alter
he-
ego?
But I have.
Peter Porker.
There's also a dog in there, too.
In Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
There's a spider. There's
Spiders
a.
aren't considered animals, though.
But well, it's the Robo
Doesn't matter.
Spider.
Spider Ham. Spider Ham.
No, there's-
Yes.
Spider-Ham,
Spider Ham.
Jason wins.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Yay! Hold on. Let me give Jason the proper applause he deserves. Okay, we're done.
This is the part of the show I call him a cheater.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everyone
Just
gets
making sure
over.
I'm keeping it.
No, this is the part of the show where you call me the smartest person at the table.
You're pretty sure that's
know,
never
Because I did it
gonna
without
happen.
notes.
We've never said that ever. You've said that about yourself several
Yeah,
times.
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
sure
absolutely.
I'm never gonna say that. So.
And I'm never going to give you up.
Well, I'll
Never
give you.
let
let you down.
You know what? You know what? Actually, I'll give you props. I
Never
I didn't finish college, and you are about to.
I am.
So I think that congratulations, and I think that's awesome. That doesn't change the intelligence thing, but it's still pretty cool that you're
It
graduating
does,
college.
but I'll take your half-ass to. Congratulations.
That's good because usually it's no ass congratulations.
Nice. Now that we're off of everyone's butts.
For now, Jason
I got a
and I'll be
question.
able to pull it back to
Let-
booties later.
Let's jump back into our topic at hand instead of each other's butts. Well, you know what? The dogs might enjoy the butts because they do the sniffing of the
That's how they
butts.
say hello.
That's how you say hello,
how
too,
they-
Jason.
Yeah.
And we do appreciate it.
I know you
It's a little
do.
awkward first time we meet you.
But you get
know-
used to it.
You know it's a Charmin day. I'm just saying.
Well, I know it's a Charmin day.
And I don't appreciate that you let everyone know that you know if it's a Charmin day or not.
It's important to keep tabs on everybody.
When he comes up and says, you know, Dub, are you having a not so fresh day? I'm like, were you sniffing my butt again, Jason? And Jason says,
Yes.
Yes.
Is that how we're correlating this all onto the subject at hand? Is it's a butt sniffing joke between the two of you? Is that how you greet each other?
Actually, it's a butt sniffing the entire cast joke that we're correlating.
Oh man, that went off of the rails. I guess the Charmin mascot is a bear.
Is it? Yeah, maybe
It's
it
a
is.
bear.
Now it's a polar.
Now it's a polar
Now it's
bear.
a polar bear.
Yep. This joke got real meta, real quick.
I didn't even know this was coming. Boom. Right off the rails, folks. Right off the rails.
Well, here's the thing: you tee up a butt sniffing joke. I am right there
You're
to
going for
putt it, man.
He likes to putt that butt.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Okay.
Is that outtakes or we leaving it?
No, we're leaving this in. You know, if 2 episodes ago we did the Carol Channing rant, and I had to put that in the outtakes. This is staying in the main show
my
today.
That's still probably one of your better impressions.
That was
I
pretty
appreciate
funny.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not
pretty
going to do
funny.
it now because I
please
can't.
Because I'll start laughing again and will never get me back.
Okay, so back to the subject at hand. What was the first TV animal that you like really connected to? And I'll give you my first one was Benji. Benji, the little tramp-looking dog. That one I always connected with, and I loved that dog. I always wanted that little scrappy dog. He was a Lassie knockoff, basically, and he had like 7,000 movies. But what happened to that kind of movie? I wonder.
I think it was just kind of a
Because it was
kind of like a
huge.
niche.
Oh no! They still do dog movies.
Like
They still-
that?
Not like that.
Well, they're
though.
they're not so.
Sappy?
Yeah, maybe or dated, but they still do dog. I mean, they still do
Yeah.
Well, now they're like
boy and his
talking
dog,
dogs.
man and his dog. You know, woman and their dog, whatever. Movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still do those.
Yeah.
They do them.
Okay. So, Jason, what was your first dog love? I don't know if
No, it's
dog.
not
It could have been
dog.
something else.
I mean, the first animal that left like an impression on me that
and
I-
not Snoop Dogg.
No. That was Bear from BJ and the Bear.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Or actually, that one, and then Ben from Grizzly Adams.
Gentle Ben?
Yeah, Jen. Ben. Those were the two probably
Wasn't
at
there
around
like
the same time.
a spin-off with Gentle Ben?
Maybe, I don't know.
I remember those.
Sure.
The guy with
We'll
the
have to ask Sean
did all the
Critchfield.
cocaine.
Left Sean. Sean is Grizzly Adams.
He is.
I'm gonna have to ask him. Sean, I do know you're listening.
So BJ and the Bear, the chimpanzee who rode in the truck with BJ, and Ben, the bear.
Not Ben the rat.
No, not Ben the
Just
rat.
Ben, the two of us. Oh wow, I'm just on a roll
You're
today.
on a roll.
I think the first one that I can think of would be Chance from Homeward Bound. Like
Oh,
that
okay.
That was one of my favorite movies growing up.
The
And-
original or the second one? Because there was 2 different ones.
Yeah, there was one. There was Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey, and then Homeward Bound like
2.
Because I was a
2.
kid when that one came out, so it was way before your time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, then maybe I'm thinking of a different. Maybe
Well,
I'm
because I think they remade the franchise.
Sure, they.
Because I was really young when that came out.
Yeah, so
It was Air Bud. It was really Air Bud, wasn't it? It was Air
Oh,
Bud.
man, I didn't even think of Air Bud.
See, the first one, and
There-
only the first one.
So there's 2 movies that made me cry when I was a kid: Air Bud and Old Yeller.
That's making
That
someone's
scene-
list today, but
Oh,
That
yeah, they're
scene with
traumatized.
the when he
generation.
goes to like the island and he puts the pudding on the thing and he like yells at Buddy to like go away. Oh my god, I'm getting teary just thinking about it right now.
You know, I think you're BSing, but yes, I can
No.
see.
No,
actually
I know
welling
that
up.
I know that
Dogs
they
get me
did.
every
They
time.
did Air movie sequels
they
till
did.
the end of time.
Yeah,
that got
they
Which got
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
They went to space and all
Yeah.
kinds of crap. But that first Air Bud movie was
great.
Was
Yeah.
really good.
That should
Yeah.
be on Disney Plus.
Give them
Might
time.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they'll put everything on that stupid thing sooner or later.
Uh-huh.
Wow, Little Rascals moment. Go ahead.
Copper and Todd. Oh. From The Fox and the Hound.
Which one? Which one more?
That's a sad movie too.
I'm a hound dog.
Todd. I don't know.
No, I liked Copper.
Yeah. It might be Copper because Copper is the one that couldn't like that traumatized me when they weren't friends. At the end.
Yeah, Disney's really good at traumatizing
Yeah.
you with animals.
But I was 5
They're
years
like-
old, and that was the first
Yeah.
movie I ever saw in the movie theater. And I bawled like
crazy.
like insane, crazy, big gulping
You're
sighs.
you're about to bawl now. Look at it.
It's really sad. Like
yeah, I know. I hear you.
he was like, "Run away, Copper!" That was just not good.
No, Disney.
when they used
Disney's,
Copper to chase Todd.
Disney
down.
is horrible at
Yeah.
how they traumatize us with animals.
Yeah.
Well,
Cruel,
you know
evil.
one that I got to kind of amend because this one actually was a bigger deal to me than I remember now. I'm talking about it. but it was a Disney movie that did not make you when destroyed about animals was The Jungle Book and Baloo.
Baloo, yeah.
That was one of my favorite characters ever because who doesn't love Baloo, the big blue bear?
Bear
The bear.
necessities.
But that was kind of on the other end. They didn't traumatize you. They just made you love the animals, and then you got to go live out. But the animals are okay, and you're going to be okay, and you're going to go hit puberty and go follow the girl into the forest or into the man's land. But that was kind of the other. Either they're really sappy or they're really funny. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a in between with these animals. Or is there?
No.
No, you're
It's
right.
hard.
It's either funny or it's kind of
Tearjerker.
Yeah, exactly.
And I wish they'd stop telling the what is that, Dog's Life? That's like,
Oh, the dog's purpose?
yeah, that's like
Oh, it's
dog death porn. It's terrible.
I won't watch it.
What is it?
It's a dog's purpose.
And it keeps dying.
It keeps dying, but the whole story is that the dog keeps becoming reincarnated as other dogs.
Dennis Quaid's in that movie,
yeah,
right?
and through Dennis Quaid's entire life.
See, now I don't know.
He has different dogs, but it's
Always the same
spirit
dog.
of the same dog.
But I don't know
No,
if that's
I
actually
hate
going
it.
to be end
Handle
up being
that.
sad. I don't know if anybody's seen that yet. Have you guys seen
the
that?
new one?
The one
second
that you're
one?
talking about now with Dennis
Oh,
Quaid.
My kid watched
I
it.
haven't.
He
I
hated
won't.
it.
I won't watch it.
See,
I won't.
I wonder if that one is not like completely sad. I wonder if
It's not supposed. It's supposed to be that. I think it's supposed to help teach kids that even when something like passes on,
It's still with you.
it's still with you,
Right.
and as a dog, dogs are always a source of happiness.
Right.
So no matter what the dog is, if you have that kind of friendship in your life, it's always going to be a happy thing. And I think they're trying to get in kids' minds that it can just be the same
yeah.
thing.
If there's a scene that that it dies as a puppy, I'm like, I'm out. I can't
Yeah,
watch
I can't.
that.
I can't. I
Yeah.
won't watch it because I
Yeah.
can't handle
Right.
dogs dying. But
Right. People
it is
all
something.
day long. Dogs?
Yep.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, we did Punisher, and where no one shed a tear.
I
We're
would-
talking about a couple dogs.
I wouldn't watch John Wick until John Wick 3 came out.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, did that make anybody's list? The dog from John Wick?
No.
No.
So what is it about TV animals that people seem to... I mean, we just discussed this. Why do people connect with these animals? We cry, or people with no emotion.
This one is actually very simple.
Okay.
Okay. It's the whole thing about your beloved pets, animals, whatever. They're always innocent, pure-hearted children, or whatever, however you want to look at it. They are unconditional, loving, loyal. Even though they age, they don't change. They never become cynical. They never become, they never stop being that source of like unconditional love.
Yeah, as
and
life
innocence.
as life goes on and as things change throughout your life, you know that there's something there that's going to be there
Right.
for you. And and not just dogs, but there's animals out there for everyone. If you're
Yeah.
not a dog person, you're a cat person. If you don't like cats, you like
Pets. Yeah,
pets.
any kind of pets.
just any
yeah.
kind of pets.
Right.
And I think that's why people connect with them like on TV, is because all animals have their own type of personality, and you can really play with that in a lot of mediums.
Right. And it's on TV and cinema, what have you, it's enhanced even,
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that one's kind of pretty easy, why people connect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like a deep connection. As I say, it's so much of a deeper, easy cry, I guess you could say, which I'm not a big fan of the easy cry. But that's what I don't like when they use an animal as. But I do want to fall in love with an animal. If that makes sense.
I mean,
Yeah.
who doesn't get moved by something bad happening to the complete symbol of innocence?
Yeah.
But it's kind of cheating. You know what I mean? To me,
Well, if you're going for
depends on
tear
how-
jerking things, yeah.
Depends
It
on
can
how
be.
it's used. It can be used very classily, like Marley and Me. That's a great. That's a
Now
great
talk about a movie I won't watch.
Yeah.
There you go.
But that movie is a good movie that ended probably the way that it should have ended.
Yeah.
Like there's no other way to really write a movie like that. Where
Plus, that dog looked exactly like my golden dog too.
Yeah,
So,
so
that-
it's
yeah.
just.
That even
I think
connected it to
sometimes
you on a
you're
deeper
right.
level.
yeah.
I think sometimes you're right. It can be like an easy, cheap cry, but on the other hand, it can be a way to really drive an emotional response in
Yeah,
the audience,
no doubt.
because that's something that nearly everyone on the planet has had at one point or another.
Yeah, I know enough about that story that my wife told me you will never watch that movie. She almost is like, I will forbid you.
Yeah.
Because you will hurt too much watching that movie. Yeah.
Well, let's look at kind of the other end of the spectrum with that, when how good of animal spokespersons animals are. And then this one just came to mind, is like Spuds MacKenzie. Everybody knows Spuds MacKenzie.
Yeah. Who? No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
no, shut up.
The Taco Bell Chihuahua.
The Taco Bell Chihuahua. That's. Do you guys think that that's like being taking advantage, or do you think that's just kind of part of the game?
No, it creates a symbol, just like Geico has the gecko.
Mm-hmm.
Affleck has the
duck.
So do we just trust animals more than people at this
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we trust animals more, and animals, like Jason said, they have a sort of innocence about them, where a human doing the same thing that these animals do is not as like eye-catching or not.
I don't trust that shady guy in a suit. I'm going to buy my insurance from that lizard.
From the duck.
from the duck,
from the
or
duck.
the lizard, or Snoopy, MetLife.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That's old people.
There's actually truth to that.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so let's talk. Go a little bit onto the fictional animals, which I think are a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really think about those. You know, we've all discussed the tear jerking, Marley Me, all that stuff. But like the fictional animals, I think they're a lot more fun. I think you can get away with killing them a lot easier without it being as heart destroying.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
There's some of them like
I think it
Depends. I mean,
depends what it is, but I can't. I mean, how often do you really have a fictional animal?
I can name a few.
I mean, I guess in the
Harry Potter universe, there's a few.
No, I mean, my entire main event, I think, is fictional animals. But no, the thing about that is playing with the fiction part of it. You can expand their personalities, their intelligence.
They make them a lot more human.
You know, you could personify them more exactly. But at the same time, the appeal is going to be that innocent loyalty and love.
Yeah.
It's still going to be what draws you to an animal, unless you're doing a villain animal, which, I mean, you could do those too. That's obviously happened. Yeah, Shere Khan or...
Oh, you can make them so evil.
The
Yeah.
worst one is Scar. Scar is like the
Jeremy.
worst Disney villain, I think, of all Disney villains of all time.
I don't know.
Ooh, I'm getting a head shake
I don't
from
think
Jen.
so.
From Jen. Who is there someone that you have as a more worse villain?
Ursula.
Ursula.
She is pretty bad. I agree, but I still think Scar is the
but
worst.
that's another animal that we can. Would you consider her an animal?
What do you
She's
mean?
a fish.
She's octopus.
She's part fish.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
some
that would
animal.
She's octopus-ish,
Yeah,
I guess.
I think any of the creatures in The Little Mermaid kind of, except for maybe Sebastian and Flounder and Flatsman Jetsam, they're part human, part animal. So I mean, like, do we classify them as one or the other?
But like we were discussing, you take these
Well, no,
fictional
I
characters. and make them
actually
human.
said worst villain. So she's fine. She's saying Ursula's
yeah,
the worst
but
villain.
I think
which-
we moved into it. Did we count her as an animal?
No, we don't. She's a octoperson.
Whatever floats your boat, kids.
Mermaids.
So let's talk about some of our favorite mythical type animals. What's some of the ones that come to mind that you were like, wow,
Are we
and that they're
going-
just like fascinating?
Are we going just mythical or fictional?
Let's go with mythical. Actually,
Okay.
I think that'd be kind of more interesting right now. Because fictional, I know, makes a lot of our lists, so I don't think we have very much mythical.
I think Katie will appreciate this one. I'm going to say the Hellhounds from Supernatural.
Okay.
I like what they did in that show with that particular animal. Is something that you never really got to see, but was still terrifying, because once your deal was over with whatever demon you had, they were the ones that came to collect. And they would...
Turned your butt into Alpo.
Yes.
Hellhounds are interesting.
So
Yeah.
what are some of the...
Go to Courtney. I'm still thinking.
does it hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt. I haven't thought about mythical animals in a while, so.
The first one I remember is Pegasus.
Okay.
It's the Pegasus. The one I distinctly remember is the Pegasus from Clash of the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
The original 80s version of Clash of the Titans. Because, every young girl wanted a flying horse.
Well, yeah. Every young boy wanted a flying horse. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Only ours was outfitted with a sword.
yeah. But I mean, also, like, She-Ra has a flying horse. She's a Pegasus as well. So, I mean, the Pegasus is throughout mythology.
Yeah, the Pegasus from Hercules. That was a great character. From the moment you saw it as a little baby.
Little baby Pegasus. Yep.
So there's two that come to mind with me whenever I think mythical. Then that'd be the dragon, which is one of my favorites ever, and unicorns. Now, I do want to know why people are so enamored with the unicorn. To me, it's never been a super interesting character, but there's such a high reverence to it. I mean, in any fictional piece that's, especially the modern stuff, unicorns are like a big deal. Why?
I think it's because it's become not just a fictional animal, but it's become more of a symbol for things that aren't obtainable. So when someone says
Interesting
that
take.
they're searching for that one thing that will find them true happiness, a lot of people will say you're searching for your unicorn.
Yeah.
And I think
Well-
over time that's just become what that's associated
And
with.
in the original mythology, only a maiden, only a woman who has not...
A virgin maiden.
Been with
Right,
a
can
man.
we say,
A
can we say
virgin
virgin
maiden.
on this
Yes.
show?
A
Okay.
virgin maiden.
A virgin.
That's not a
only
bad word.
Only a unicorn
pure
would
of heart.
only appear to a virgin.
Virgin maiden, pure
They
of
were the
heart.
only ones that could ride them. They were the only ones that could see them. So there was that extra rarity quality about them. I mean, it was more back in the medieval time because there were more virgins running around. But I mean, but the other thing is, the unicorn is actually also the national symbol of Scotland.
Oh,
So I mean, it is that, I think, that rarity, and it's just because they're cool.
Fair enough.
okay. So I got one now.
Okay,
Brenda.
fire
So throughout my whole Dungeons and Dragons chapter of my life, which was a long chapter, all of the lion bird combinations. I mean, the griffins and the manticores.
The Peter Griffins?
No,
Chimera.
the manticores and chimeras and all of those, like lion, dragon, lion, bird.
Yeah.
Especially the griffin probably sits at like kind of the top of the whole interesting chain to me, because in Dungeons and Dragons especially, that was always like the hardest to attain, like flying mount. If you ever were going to try to acquire flying mount. The most reliable ones, of course, were the Pegasus, but griffins were always the one that the dudes wanted, because it's like a griffin is your man. It's just they're really interesting. The lore of the griffin and all that is interesting, and visually they're stunning to me.
Nice.
Hippogriffs, griffins, manticores, all that stuff.
Hippogriffs are cool. And that's just from the Harry Potter thing, which are really just cool. Buckbeak.
Right,
I feel like
right.
a hippogriff, really, I think we said this before, it literally sounds like it should be a hippo.
Hippo.
A hippo, eagle.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah, why
We're
not?
going to make you watch those. You know that, right?
I know. That's one of my tasks you guys have set forth
You
for
don't
me.
have to, Courtney.
Yes, you do.
Explorers.
You do. Okay.
It does surprise me you never read them. That
Never read
one,
'em.
knowing that you are a bookish person,
Yeah,
that you've never.
I never.
I would recommend doing that before.
Eh,
I
before
think I have
before
the first
watching
one
them.
on my bookcase. I think I got it. I know at some point in time I got it like at Goodwill for 50
You're
cents.
about to
Just-
finish college. There is going to be no more textbook demands in
Yeah,
your
I'm
life.
really excited
Your
about
first
that.
reading assignment should be the Harry Potter books.
I'm going to read all books. I'm so excited.
Yes.
Get to read for fun again.
Comic
Yeah.
books are coming back
Oh
in a
my
big
god!
way.
Yeah, I'm so excited about all this stuff I get to read. So
Okay, so let's move on to our listener feedback.
And now, let's see what all of our geek rock stars have to say.
Okay, so for our listener feedback today, I said, what famous animal would you want as a pet? Now, we had a huge amount of answers to this. And being that we had a huge amount of answers to this, I'm not going to read them. I'm going to let Courtney read them. Now, before I go on, I want to ask a favor of everyone especially everyone that we read your answer to today. If you can share the post of wherever that you got this, it would really be appreciated. That I say, hey, it makes you kind of internet famous too, or something.
Cool.
Because I want to be internet famous. But no, it does help out a lot, and we would really appreciate it. And thank you. Okay, go ahead, Courtney.
Okay, so the first one is from Jill from California. And she said, Milo and Otis. They stumble through life getting in and out of hard situations with each other and are always there for each other. And they're adorable.
They are adorable.
Agreed.
Pugs scare me. I'm always afraid that you'll want to hug them and their eyeballs will pop out.
Nice.
I love pugs, although they would be hard to sleep because they're constantly going. But other than that, they're totally cute.
And their farts are about as bad as a English bulldog.
Oh, dear.
Just back on the fart thing. Oh my gosh, that dog. There's nothing like a dog
It's
fart.
going to be all
I'm
about
sorry.
booties in this show, I think.
There's nothing like a dog fart.
Oh, it's just the
that
worst.
should be on a T-shirt.
It probably
it's
is.
the worst
We'll
thing
get
in
that
the
on
world.
Redbubble immediately.
Oh, can we get that made? There's
just
nothing
Dub's
like
face, and it just says
there's nothing like a dog fart.
Okay, I really like this answer from our friend Dino at the
Podcast.
Brain from Inspector Gadget.
I didn't even think that. That was amazing.
I dig it. Smart, faithful, and a tech whiz.
that's great.
Agreed. Todd Harvey, also
The
known
voice.
as the voice of the show, says Spike, Ace Ventura's monkey.
Another one that one caught me. That's out of left field.
Yeah, thank you for that, Todd. I love that answer. I didn't even think about it, but it's a good one.
Ace says he's smart, he's funny, and gives absolutely 0 Fs.
Yeah.
Great editing
be
job,
true.
by the way, Todd. Thank
We
you.
appreciate that, Todd. Tyler Romaine says the dog from Fallout 4. He's super obedient and seems to need little or no food.
That's a great one too.
And one more time, thank you again for the cups. They're
yeah,
Tyler,
they're
because
you
so
very
cool.
much.
I use mine every single day.
Me too. Okay, so our good friend Christina Belden, why do I have to pick just one? And
So
then
she doesn't.
She goes on to not pick just one. So the first one is Chomps. If you've never seen this, watch it. This little adorable robotic fluff has super strength, x-ray vision, and can detect crimes being committed. Okay. Balto. The little badass mixed breed steals my heart and inspires me. Who knew a cartoon wolf hybrid would make me want to go to the gym? We're gonna have to talk about that. Just saying. And next we have Daniel Houston. Yay, Daniel!
Daniel.
I don't know how to pronounce this, so don't hate me if it's gonna be wrong. But I'm saying the rabbit of Chernanog.
Cernabog.
Thank you,
Cernabog.
Cernabog.
It's a rabbit. The fangs.
Oh,
It's
that's
a
the
Monty
rabbit from
Python
Monty. Okay,
reference.
thank
There you
you.
go.
I didn't know his name, so I appreciate the dub and PB assistance on this one. He appears to be a harmless little bunny, but he's arguably more effective and terrifying than any guard dog.
Dub.
Yes.
Two pieces of quick trivia. What are two cinematic mediums that Cernabog has appeared in?
I know the Holy Grail, and I don't know the other one.
Okay, two other ones.
Isn't it?
It's okay. I'll do it quick. American Gods,
Okay, yeah.
Cernabog.
Oh, yeah.
And the demon on Bald Mountain.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is the demon
Cernabog
from Parliament with
on
the
Fantasia.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm like, let me answer. Okay.
You're right, Courtney.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, it was more of a, is it this? Because I think it might be.
Yep.
So you are the smartest person in the room.
Just about Cernabog at the moment.
So next is Danielle Ariana. She says Beethoven, a big lovable teddy bear, but will step all the way up if his humans, and she wrote humans and I love it, are threatened. Or Hedwig, loyal, majestic, and so
Yes.
pretty.
Yes. Now, you talked about pugs having dog farts. I imagine St. Bernards rule the dog fart
I think the drool
spectrum.
factor.
I
of
think
those
the
dogs, too, would
English
be too much
bulldog
for
is the
me.
worst.
Say that again?
The drool factor
Oh, for St.
would
Bernards?
be too much for me.
Can we get some feedback on this?
Yeah.
And I do want to ask this question.
dog
He's gonna
lovers.
bring up farts again.
Yes, it is.
Booty.
Which dog do you think has the worst farts?
Yeah,
That
but
would be
doesn't
my
this have a lot to
brother's
do?
Australian
With
Kelpie.
the-
Doesn't this have a lot to do with what they're fed?
Yeah, it's up there, their diet, not the dog.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I've had dogs that I fed the same food, and some of them are like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah, my
And some are
brother's
like, whatever.
my brother's Australian Kelpie. She could clear a room.
Because there's nothing funnier than fart jokes. Stop being all judgmental,
It
Blythe.
would literally be a green cloud coming out of that dog's rear end. So, anyways,
And this I got
this is your favorite.
This is my favorite. I even gave her the award for this comment wins.
Our lovely friend Satomi. Satomi said Pete's dragon because he's a freaking dragon.
He's
Not
definitely a
famous
frickin'
enough
dragon.
for you? Fine. Toothless because he's a freaking
Frickin'
dragon.
Yep.
And I'm in.
Yep. Toothless is great. So Pete's dragon too. There you go.
Which did you? I got to ask this. What did you guys think of the second one?
You mean the
newer Pete's Dragon
reboot with
the
with
dog-looking
the furry dragon? Yeah.
I wasn't a fan.
The best version of Pete's Dragon.
Dragons
Haven't
are
seen it yet.
supposed to
I haven't
have-
seen it yet.
You knew he
It's
was
bad.
going to answer that way.
Yeah,
so
I
why
know.
did you-
I need to stop asking.
Best one. Don't know why you would watch any
I
other
hope you
version
get
of
eaten
it.
Have you
by
ever watched the
Pete's
original?
Dragon.
Yeah. Not good.
You're talking to Generation Z over here. What do you want?
No, you're Generation F right now.
It's actually
F
not
for
that good of a
fart.
movie.
Okay, sorry.
Generation F yourself.
Giving 0 Fs, as Todd likes to say.
Didn't we determine that Gen Xers we get to be Han Solo in this?
Yes,
So,
we shot first.
No, we are the only ones who shot.
Han Solo.
Yeah,
This girl over here.
this guy right here.
That's
Gen
right.
X, baby.
Sooner or later, we need to get the camera because there's so much hand motions going on right now.
Blasters, everything.
Who
yeah.
has two opposable thumbs and is Gen X? That would be this girl right here.
And thanks everybody for your feedback. It's as always really, really appreciated. You guys make the show so much better. And thank you for taking the time. It really means a lot to us that you do.
Yes, absolutely.
And you guys put some thought into all these, and I just really
Yeah, because we sure
appreciate it.
don't. No, I'm kidding.
Well, that's not true at all.
Well, they
We
just
don't-
bring
we
up
just-
stuff that we don't even think of. Christina with
Exactly.
Balto. Love
Right.
that movie.
yeah.
Right.
Well, everyone threw in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
The rabbit, Cernabog,
the bunny?
Chomps, which I love that movie, by the way. Have you guys seen that movie? Let me ask that
Never
one.
even heard of it.
Yeah, never
What movie? What movie?
Chomps.
Chomps.
Oh no.
It's a
Haven't seen
dog that looks like Benji, and it's a robot. And so it's made as like
Does it go on a killing spree?
No.
Dang it.
No, it's a definitely got that old Disney feel to
Oh,
it,
okay.
but it's a little dog and he catches the bad guys. It's kind of like Home Alone for dogs. It's probably from 1970 early.
Wow.
It's worth the watch. It's very old. It's very dated. Watch it because it's really makes you feel good to watch it.
You're talking to the girl that just watched Tron for her first thing to watch on Disney.
Yeah,
Plus,
watch
so
Chomps.
Old and dated, I'm good with.
Nice. And from there, let's move on to the main event.
Now it's time for the main event.
Okay, for our main event, we said, what is our favorite animals, real or otherwise, from the time period of ever? So that's a lot. Yeah, there was a lot of them that got answered on the listener feedback, so some of these got changed. Because their bunny was so good. I'm so proud of you for that one.
That was good.
I can't get over that one. That was so good. Okay, so I'm starting with my number 5, and I'm going to go with a fictional animal that's not even really an animal. But I'm going to go with Canine from Doctor Who.
Okay.
You're all familiar
The
with?
dog, your
Canine.
robot dog.
Yeah, it's got that really cheesy voice, almost human. It's just there's something about it that there's nothing cuddly about it, but it's just so cute, and it just feels like that's like this is my friend, and that's yeah.
Yeah, but you try to cuddle him.
Oh, it will definitely fry you.
Exactly.
It's like R2D2 if he could talk.
He does talk.
R2D2 can talk.
Does talk. You just don't understand him.
Okay, sorry.
You just don't understand him. You
If
need
you
to go
can
do.
comprehend what he's saying,
He's just
Rosetta Stone
swearing.
for R2D2.
they do. And Lassie.
He's just swearing.
A lot of the time he is.
You got a crack pipe? Hey, stop passing it over. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going with Bruce the shark.
Finding
Bruce
Nemo.
the
From
Shark.
Jaws.
Not
from-
friend.
No,
Friend's
from
not
Jaws.
food.
Bruce
Oh.
the Shark.
Jaws.
Oh,
That's
not
where
Nemo,
Bruce
not
got
Nemo's
his
Bruce?
name from the Pixar movie. Was
I know.
from Jaws.
We
I didn't know
this,
that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Now I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
And knowing is half the battle. Yo, Joe.
I like
You know, in G.I. Joe, and I got to say this one because we're talking animals, because my brain's just going all over the place today.
farts.
No farts.
So Jaws
Jaws
is
Bruce the
your
shark.
number 5.
Yep.
Favorite animal.
Yep. I like.
Okay,
I
gotta
like
do
a
my
killing
G.I. Joe
machine.
comment. I got to do my
Okay,
G.I. Joe
G.I. Joe
comment.
Okay,
comment.
okay.
Which I think was really funny because it had a dog and it had his handler. And the dog's name was Junkyard and the handler's name was Mutt. I always found that really ironic that they named the man Mutt and the dog
Junkyard dog. The junkyard
yeah,
dog.
The junkyard.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the JYD. Could
not
we,
like
could we
JYD.
put him on our list as JYD?
No, because he's a person.
Yeah, but he's the dog.
Isn't he a wrestler?
He's a wrestler.
He was a wrestler.
He was a
Just
wrestler.
because I remember it from the cartoon.
That
Yeah.
cartoon was so good. Okay, I am so sorry for derailing us. Bruce the Shark.
Farts.
So Jaws. Now, I gotta ask.
I like a killing machine.
Yeah, okay. My question has just been answered. Okay.
All right, my number 5, and you guys might not know this movie because it was completely out there, but Pre-Hysteria.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know the movie.
It's a movie about these kids that find a crate, and in the crate there's just like these. I guess they're supposed to be baby dinosaurs, but they're just miniaturized dinosaurs,
Yeah, right.
Now that
and they
I
like love
remember.
raisins.
How old is this?
It had to be either late 80s or
Aren't
late.
Yeah,
they like
early
that
90s.
cheesy like
Yes, they're like
California
toy-
raisins?
Yes.
Stop
I think I need to
motion
check this
animation?
out.
I do
Yes,
remember
it's
those.
it's
Pre-hysteria.
Pre-Hysteria, and there's like 3 of them.
Where'd you watch it at?
Yes.
Do
Oh,
you
I
know?
watched it when I was a kid.
They feed
yeah.
them.
I need to
So
find that.
last
Sure.
week.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, wah wah. Because you're a baby. I get it. Sorry.
But that
He's
was
a baby dinosaur who likes raisins.
And he watched
a-
it before 8 o'clock because 9 o'clock is his bedtime.
that is a fun movie for any kind of little kids who are going through their dinosaur phase. 'Cause
I need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
show my niece.
we all go
then.
through it. Yeah.
My niece is really heavy
Oh,
into
yeah.
the dinosaur phase. Like
Watch
she was a
Prehysteria.
Tyrannosaurus for
It's-
Halloween.
And then show her Jurassic Park.
Not yet.
Show
We're
her
not-
what
we're
the
not-
little ones become.
We're not Jurassic Park yet.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a good one.
still a brilliant movie all these years later.
Oh, yeah.
And still stands up, except for Jeff Goldblum. Anyway, go ahead.
That's it, man.
Okay.
All right. The only tie is my number 5. So from the Dark Tower series by Stephen King, there was it was called a Billy Bumbler, and it was kind of a dog raccoon hybrid thing from Midworld, and it was Oi, the Billy Bumbler. It was Jake's pet.
So it's if Rocket was
A dog.
no Rocket got hooked up with the Russian dog, and then they had a
Cosmo?
kid.
No, not
I
at
just
all
checked.
like that.
Okay.
No, but in the Dark Tower series,
You are
anyway,
completely wrong, sir.
if you've read the Dark Tower, you know
I've read the
who
comics.
Oi the Billy Bumbler is, and he's very loyal. They're a little more intelligent than dogs. They're kind of like almost human intelligence, and they can say like one word phrases and stuff. They're really, really neat. And then the other one, the tie was from the movie Bolt. Bolt, the dog
Oh,
who thought he was a super dog.
Yeah.
and he wasn't.
But was
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
John Travolta and
That was a really interesting
great
take.
movie.
Honestly,
Great movie.
though.
Yeah.
Really good movie.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a great
good movie.
take that they had to
probably on Disney
make him
Plus.
believe.
Oh, I believe it is.
Probably
Yeah.
is.
I'm gonna have to check it out again.
I think
Dang it.
somebody mentioned it on the Facebook that they were watching.
Super
that was
Bark.
the first one that they watched.
Super
Nice.
Yep.
My number 4 is because he hates Mondays and loves lasagna. Garfield himself.
Garfield.
Well, I mean, this has been a part of my life since I was a small child. I've been reading Garfield.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the first
Comic
one of the
books.
second things I've ever read. First
Yeah.
being Snoopy.
All right.
So I mean, it's just he's been with me forever, and I have a really special place in my heart for
As
Garfield.
long as Jim Davis, yeah, totally.
Okay, so my number 4 is Darwin the Dolphin. Then there was this TV show in the 90s called Sequest, DSV. It took
Oh,
place
yeah,
in a
yeah, yeah.
submarine, and they had a dolphin, and they had swim tubes through the submarine that the dolphins could
so
be
bad.
in. If you don't like a talking dolphin, then I don't even want to know ya. You can hate the show.
No, the show's bad.
You
It
hate
has
the
nothing to do with
show,
the
but
dolphin.
it
My
had
question
its
is it a dolphin that had frickin' laser beams on its head?
No, but they did have to like put a breathing thing on him at one point in time.
So he could go walking around?
Because he's a mammal.
No, because
he's a mammal,
they
yeah,
were
exactly.
it was in a submarine, and so it's
Right.
like,
And there's no place to surface.
right.
So, yeah,
if
of
he had
course.
to go outside of the submarine,
There's
they
least
way
they
too
were-
much explanation
At least
for
they were,
this right now.
they were scientifically
yeah, if they
accurate.
weren't close enough to the surface and they needed him. I mean, at one point in time they shot him out of a torpedo tube. So I mean,
Poor
Yeah.
dolphin.
And this is when we're all being very good and not discussing the dolphin thing. So, and about half the audience just caught what I was talking
If
about.
you all want to know what that's about, hit me up on the Book of the Face and we will chat. And I have videos.
And I recommend not.
Don't do it. I'll
Videos?
traumatize you.
Don't.
You have
Oh, yeah.
videos?
You can get videos of that stuff.
You
on
will never
YouTube.
get over it.
Goodness, I'm not going to watch those. I love
And
dolphins.
moving on.
All right, and my number 4 is the Teenage Mutant
Ninja Turtles.
Which one? You can only pick one.
That's hard. I would say.
You should be allowed to have all four
No,
if you want
one.
them.
Oh,
One.
you're talking. I thought you
Rude.
were talking about version of the Turtles, but if
No,
I
well,
had
the '90s version. Duh.
yeah, I mean, I would pick the '90s version for sure. But one,
I know.
yeah, we agreed on something. I don't like it either.
I don't feel. I don't. All is not right with the world right
If
now.
I had to pick one, I'd pick Raphael.
Okay.
The sullen,
Because he's cool but
crankiest,
rude.
Yes,
cool but rude guy.
So
But
basically,
he's still-
the Blyes of the Turtles.
exactly. But he's
not
I'm starting to like Blythe a lot more at this table. He's pulling a lot of my
Criminalness.
thing, my dub contra. I love it. Keep it up, buddy. Of
So it's just all.
course, I'm starting to do a Courtney now, so it's like
The
it's
dynamics
all
are
moving-
changing.
it's all moving
Everyone just
around.
wants to go after Dub. Okay, I got you.
My superpower.
Nice. My number 4, one of my all-time favorite pet sidekicks, Donkey. From Shrek.
Donkey.
From Shrek. I
Everybody
absolutely,
loves parfaits.
absolutely love Donkey, and I'm making waffles. I love Donkey.
I'm making waffles.
Eddie Murphy was so
Perfect.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I
good.
can't imagine
that
another
for sure.
voice.
A wonderful, resurgence of his career, definitely.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
He has
No, I would.
too.
As Donkey, absolutely.
I don't think it researches his career, but I think it definitely.
Plus, Donkey is the absolute stud.
well,
really
good
the
as-
dragon. Okay, I'm
Eddie
just saying.
Murphy's really good as Mushu too in Mulan.
That's
Oh, nice.
It's a drunkie. My number 3 goes to back to what we were talking about earlier, which is Chomps. I just love the character, and I do highly recommend if you can get your hands on a copy, watch it. It's it'll make you feel good.
Nice.
It's not brilliant, but it's fun.
My number 3 is Disney's Robin Hood
Because it's a fox.
because he's a fox.
Because
and
he's foxy.
he's foxy.
Dun, 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 dun.
That was probably the first Robin Hood I ever watched, and
First Robin Hood, most of us.
I think
right, I
that's
think that's the Robin Hood we go, and it's
that's
interesting.
every one
Oh,
of
the
us.
lolly.
Interestingly enough, probably if you take Errol Flynn out of the mist, probably the best Robin Hood that's ever been made.
Oh,
so.
Kevin Costner, okay? Cameron Crowe. Ugh. Sorry.
Russell Crowe,
Whatever.
Russell Crowe, right.
he's bad too.
Right now, I'm just starting to get all punch drunk. Okay.
Okay,
My number 3 is a pretty ridiculous one, and it's the gamma riddled dogs from Ang Lee's Hulk. So in that,
I like your preferences. This is gonna be ridiculous. This is what I like.
it's so out there. Like, even as I don't hate that movie, it's okay, but that part
Something
of
you
the
didn't
movie,
hate?
that
It's
part of
it's
the
the better
movie-
Hulk movie between the two.
Stop agreeing with me.
It's the more, I think it's the more comic book
We're in
accurate
Bizarro
Yeah.
world.
version of that character.
Yeah.
But anyway, regardless of how I felt about the movie, that part of the movie where the dogs get the gamma radiation and just Hulk out it's ridiculous. There's a poodle, a pit bull, and like a
The
Rottweiler.
poodle has killed me. Now, I like, because I like to do this, I got to add an addendum, which would be the Hunger Games dogs, which were very similar.
Oh yeah, they were very similar. I didn't like that because
Because I like
it's
it. Shut up.
No, it's because they're not.
Book accurate?
Yes.
The
ones,
book would have been so much
Yes.
scarier, and I'm glad they didn't, because it was.
the
Yeah.
ones in the
I
arena.
thought it was too much.
The dogs in
at
the
the
arena.
end of the first Hunger
Yeah,
Games.
the ones that weren't really dogs.
Yeah,
They
they're
were
like
the
mutant-
faces of everyone that
Right.
Yeah,
died.
they were like
Yeah.
the mutants of the people who
Yeah,
had died.
Hunger
yeah.
Games is disturbing, wonderful story. We on me
Yep.
now?
Yep.
Number 3, the light brown Great Dane that solves mysteries in a van with Shaggy, and Fred, and Velma,
Lassie?
and Dabney, Scooby Dooby Doo,
Benji.
And his Scooby snacks.
Scooby Snacks. You did the quote sign when you did.
I
that.
did.
Scooby snacks.
He's getting
Scooby Doo.
And I received more hate after that comment that I posted about Scooby Doo.
You deserved every
ounce
of
you were
hatred.
the worst
You deserved
person
every
ever.
ounce of hate that you got. In
So
fact,
much hatred.
In fact, there should be
missed it.
more. There should be
Yeah.
like more hatred.
They should
Just-
have banned you
Nah.
from Facebook.
Yeah, they should have
after that.
banned you.
What
exactly.
did you say? I missed it.
He
No, don't repeat it.
Yeah.
It's
I'll-
on the.
I'll tell you
go
I'll
find
after.
it
show you.
somewhere.
It's like a
Okay.
meme. It's not good.
I feel actually okay doing it on Facebook. I don't feel okay saying it on mic.
Get out of here.
But no, I love almost as far back.
Oh wait, is it?
Not the
Oh yeah, that one.
Why are you guys flipping me off?
If
Stop.
we could
Jeez.
curse right now, we all would.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
we
got
totally would.
If it's the one I'm thinking
Yes,
of,
it is.
You're
Yes.
a terrible person.
Yes,
It was
sir.
exactly.
funny.
It
He's
was
a bad-
not
he's a-
remotely funny.
It was hilarious.
It
It
wasn't
didn't
even remotely anything but
it
Rude.
definitely shocked you. It shocked you.
Rude.
He's a bad
and then you
man.
tried to pass it like, oh well, you can blame this person for it. And
Well,
he's
he
like,
wasn't
I
right.
He
didn't
did try to
post
pass
it.
the buck. He did.
That was Herb, and I know you're listening to the show, Herb. And see what trouble you're getting me into.
He
okay,
didn't post it though.
right.
You
he
did.
sent it to me, and I got
You're
it.
a bad man.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, look at this abuse.
That's right.
You're welcome for putting on a show.
So yeah, Scooby Dooby Doo, baby.
Where are you?
And not Scrappy?
No, not Scrappy. Scrappy should be scrapped.
Oh,
In fact, if you would have posted that thing that you posted for Scrappy, would have been the subject.
It's never okay.
I would have been okay.
that's never,
never
okay.
okay.
I would have been a lot less angry. In fact, I would have probably supported you.
Okay, let's move on.
Next.
Let me hit my number 2, which would this one should make everybody feel a lot better, and that's Toothless from How to Train Your
Yes,
Dragon.
what a wonderful,
and
wonderful
what a great evolution
dragon.
throughout the movies. And I hope they never make another one ever, because it's.
I haven't
They
seen
fin-
the
they
I haven't
finished
seen the
it.
third one yet. I'm looking forward to it.
No, they finished it. It's
Yeah.
great.
Did you see?
Well, they
the-
finished Toy Story too.
Did you see the funny short that they did where Kit Harington is auditioning with Toothless?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh my
right.
gosh, I'll send it to you, or I'll post it onto the Facebook page.
Put it on the Facebook
I've seen
page.
it. It's good.
It's this behind the scenes where he's interviewing her, he's auditioning with Toothless,
Yeah.
and there's so many Jon Snow jokes,
Oh, I'm in.
and Toothless is just, it's hilarious.
It's good.
Awesome.
My number 2 is Willie the Opera Singing Whale, which I looked. They're not on Disney Plus yet, but they're gonna be. It's from their series of shorts called "Make My Music." It was from the
The
40s?
Merry Melodies era.
yeah 40s. I think it was the 40s, and like Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet was part of that. But he's literally this whale that can sing opera, and he goes to New York and sings in Carnegie Hall.
Nice.
Does it sing like as a whale or as a person?
He's a whale. He's like a big old sperm
But
whale.
is it doing opera in English or in whale?
In English.
Okay.
Yeah, in English. And part of the reason I like it is my grandmother really loved it,
Okay.
and so every
That's
time
awesome.
I see
I think
it
we just hit a
reminds-
touching, so no one
Oh,
can
nice.
no one can make a joke now.
Yeah,
Oh, I
it's-
don't mess with
it-
people's touching.
Yeah, it reminds me of her when I see it. And my dad didn't know, and so I'm like, this is one of her favorite things. And he's like, no, and she's since passed away. And he's like, no, I didn't know. So we found it on YouTube, and he was kind of
Sweet. Very nice.
Oh, makes me think of my mom.
My number 2, and this is one that Disney Plus revitalized for me, and it's Bronx from the Gargoyles.
Oh,
If you've
I
ever
still haven't seen that. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
now that it's on Disney
Oh,
Plus.
It's one of the
It's-
top streamed things thus far on Disney Plus.
It's a great show. I've always loved that show since I was a kid. And then, so you know the premise of it: the gargoyles come to life. Bronx is their like dog. He's a gargoyle too, but he's like their dog.
he's a dog goyle.
Yeah, dog goyle.
Excellent.
Yep,
Nice.
It's great.
Awesome. So my number 2 and my number 1 are kind of interchangeable. And I wrote this list. I had them opposite, but I'm actually going to switch them. Okay. So my number 2 is the Air Bison Appa from
So
Avatar,
good.
Yep,
The
yep.
Last Airbender series.
so good.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
I can't debate you on that.
Yeah, he's just
That one I knocked off my list 'cause I knew someone else was gonna take it.
right. He's like he's got all the qualities of a giant dog, but he's an air bison. So big
Yeah.
as a bus and lovable and
fantastic.
furry and loyal and awesome.
Not a whole lot of.
And I'll
Not a
tell
whole
you,
lot of personality,
I tell
but you
you,
still love
man,
him.
everybody who loves that show got really angry when he got kidnapped.
Oh
Really angry.
Yeah, I'm still getting over it.
Yep.
Okay, so my number one, and I say this honestly, if you didn't cry at the end of this movie, I couldn't be friends with you because I think you're a sociopath, and that would be Old Yeller.
Never seen it.
Don't
You'll
watch
cry,
it.
just don't.
I'm not going to see it.
That was the
It's
first movie.
unnecessary.
That's the first movie I ever had a visceral reaction to, and it still hits you. But it's a great movie. It's not like the Dog's Life. It's not dog death porn. It's just a.
I'm sure it
It's
is.
a great
Never
story.
seen it. Not going to see Where the Red Fern Grows. Not going to see Old Yeller. Not going to see him.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll cry.
That one didn't hit me as hard as Old Yeller. Like I don't think a movie ever since has ever hit me as
Right.
hard as Old Yeller.
Well, you probably saw it at an impressionable age.
Oh yeah,
too.
and
that's-
it still hits
isn't
me.
that Disney?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
Disney.
Bastards.
It was the first movie I've ever
Early
cried
Disney.
on.
Yeah. Well, that's my first movie to ever. I say my first movie that I ever had a visceral reaction like that.
So my number one is my little chihuahua, my little chorizo, my little sausage, my chaplain.
Aw, I should
my
have put
puppy dog.
my Loki as mine.
I think I've said this before. Your dog's color pattern is exactly like my dog Nala's color
You
pattern.
called him. You said he looked like a Pokemon because he's so little.
He is a little, yeah, he did that too. But the
He is very
tan,
Before they evolved?
the tan and the white and the
Yeah.
black.
Yeah,
is exactly
I call him
like,
my little
yeah.
sausage because he's long. For a
delicious.
chihuahua, well, he looks like a little sausage with legs. So it's my little chorizo.
Yeah, awesome.
Yep.
My number one is the greatest comic book character of all time,
Wonder Woman's not
and
an
that
animal.
is
Green Lantern.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck, all the
Yeah.
way from Duck. George Lucas's best film that he has ever created. I will fight anyone on this. There's no better film that man has made besides Howard
So
the Duck.
on
It's
next
honestly not even worth throwing the punch.
next week's episode will be Psychology of Bly's.
I can't even lift my arm to like throw the punch that I should throw, but I can't even do it.
Done.
Not worth it.
Done. I
Not
wish that was our last comment because okay.
Try and follow it up, Jason.
Oh,
You
I
can't.
totally can.
You can't
With,
do
I
it.
think the greatest
I
pet.
I know what it is, and you didn't know.
No, the difference is mine is the greatest pet of all time, not the strangest, weirdest
Yeah.
thing I've ever heard in my
Why?
life. All right, so doobie doobie doo wah doobie doobie doo wah doobie doobie doo wah doobie doobie doo wah. Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb.
Because there's 100 days of vacation.
104 days of
Okay.
summer vacation. My two favorite cartoons are Avatar: The Last Airbender and Phineas and Ferb. And is everyone at this table familiar with Phineas and Ferb, which is on Disney Plus, by the way?
I'm
So the whole
absolutely
thing-
familiar with
Oh,
that.
you should. Okay, you're not familiar.
Nope.
You're not familiar.
My kids were so into
Then
it.
I absolutely recommend.
I've heard that.
Yeah,
I've
I
heard
absolutely
that it's
recommend
Yes,
it.
I've heard too.
a good kids show, but for adults
With
who
adult-
can enjoy
kids
it
With
show.
well.
adult,
Yeah.
you know, the adult kind of reference thing without being like dirty. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
No, there's nothing dirty
yeah, it's a
about
very
it.
clean show.
Yeah.
Perry the Platypus.
Isn't he a spy?
Yes.
The platypus pet of Phineas and Ferb, and also in his alter life or alter identity, a secret agent. And
And it's weird. I mean, it's so funny.
it's funny.
It's brilliant.
Well, I mean, the show is brilliant because you always have whatever Phineas and Ferb are building,
It's,
and
yeah, it's
whatever
going around it.
and whatever Perry and Doofenshmirtz are battling about. So and then the two always connect.
Yeah, the way they do it is really smart.
Yes. Did you know, and you'll appreciate this as a musician, their musical third partner that they do this, they wrote those songs that are in that show new every week.
I heard that.
Every week.
Yeah, and they are really
Good songs.
well put together,
Pieces of music.
well thought out. It's not like your typical crappy cartoon music. I mean,
Yeah.
it puts the Rick and Morty stuff to shame.
Oh, totally.
You know, it's just because it's written at such a high level.
Yes.
You know, as a musician, you'd be proud of it.
That's the thing about that show. Everything is delivered at a very high level. So it's awesome.
Nice.
great.
So, speaking of being delivered at a very high level, that was a show.
There you go.
And duck farts and all today.
Duck farts.
Woo! check out the website
Wait a minute, duck farts. We did dog farts. Now we're into ducks.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the Howard the Duck thing. I still
Howard
can't.
Duck.
I
Yeah,
imagine
that's
duck
correct,
farts are pretty like
That's the cool thing.
reedy and grassy and
They
swampy.
sound a lot like
That's-
Gilbert Godfrey.
The ever-evolving nature of the show. Now we talk about duck farts.
Woo.
Woo!
Check out the website www.iheartgeekshow.com. Use the com.
We paid extra for it.
Extra
I
for
feel
it.
like a cult leader right now.
We delivered it in exactly the same tone too.
And they
so
did. It was a little
get-
scary.
I wonder if there's
Let's
a
get the Kool-Aid.
Is there a www.duckfart.com?
There's
Don't
gotta
look it
be.
up.
There's
Don't
gotta
look
be
it
now.
up.
Gotta be.
Don't do
Gotta
it.
be.
Don't do
Don't
No.
do it. Don't Google it.
Don't do it.
Check out the Facebook. Check out the Instagram. Check out the Twitter. Check out the YouTube. Subscribe. Like everything. Yeah.
Like everything.
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 Honestly, that helps us out
Please.
more than you could ever know.
Yes.
That's,
Share stuff that you
share
enjoy.
if you enjoy it, share it. You know, hey, I'm assuming that you guys like it if you've been sticking with us for the last 200 and whatever episodes.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just kidding.
It doesn't suck.
Wow, that was an evil look.
Doesn't suck.
So until next time, I'm Dub.
I'm Miss Geeky Page.
I'm Blythe.
I'm PB&Jason.
Keep
on
geeking on. Woo!
If I could do the Perry platypus sound, I would do it, but I can't.
Give it a try.
By the way, a little bit of trivia, Dub.
Duck boobs.
Appa the air bison and Perry the platypus are both done by D. Bradley Baker.
You've been listening to iHeartGeek. Our Twitter account is @iHeartGeekShow. Hope you enjoyed the show.